So let's open a new tab and go to stripe.com. We should all have an account that we created a little earlier in the process, so just click on the sign in button and enter your credentials. And once you get into Stripe, what you want to do is create a new subscription. To create a new plan, start by clicking under subscriptions here on the left-hand column on the plans link. And I'm guessing you won't have any recurring plans yet, so you should see something similar to this. And there's the button that we want to click to create our first plan. Click on that and it's going to ask for some information. And you notice you get these little kind of tooltips that explain exactly what we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to create a unique identifier for this. And given that we used GrowHack2 as the SKU for the product in the database, technically they don't have to be the same, but it seems like it would be sensible to make them the same thing. And we called it the Growth Hacking Ongoing Course. So that seems like a reasonable thing to call it. It is $4.99 charged daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. So we could make this custom if we wanted to do something unusual, but we're just doing a simple monthly basis. We're not going to give a free trial. That would be another way that we could build things, but we're not going to do that for the moment. And then the statement description would be 1 month custom, 1 month growth hacking. Hack. There we go. Limited to 22 characters, and that seems like a reasonable thing. So 1 month growth hack. And now I'm going to go create that plan. Oh, statement description must be less than 15. So it's now telling me something different. So 1 month grow hack. Let's see if that is a short enough number of characters. Nope, I'm still at 18. So I think I'm going to go for just 1 month GH for growth hacking. That honestly is a little unclear. So I think we could do better than that, but it's a reasonable starting point. And here we go. Now we've got this growth hacking ongoing course with no trial period, $4.99 a month, with this idea of GrowHack2. Now that we've created the plan details in Stripe, we can then write the code to integrate with this back in our application. So let's open our text editor. And what we need to do is on the charges controller, and remember there's a number of ways of doing this. I just done a Command T to open the charges controller, for example, or you can just app controllers, charges, however you want to get to it. Here we go. At the moment, what we're doing is we're creating a customer and then we're creating a charge. What we can do with this is to create a plan. It's actually to subscribe a customer to a plan. It's even simpler than this. All we need to do is we have the customer and we need to have their email address and their card. But all we need to do is add to that the fact that we want to have a plan, and then we've got to give it a name. And in this case, we're going to call the plan, it's going to be the Grow Hack 2, which was the identifier we used to uniquely identify this in the Stripe website. Now, once we've done that, we actually don't need to do the charge at all. For now, I'm just going to comment it out so we can kind of see the differences going back and forth. And then we need to make some changes to the purchase as well, because we're going to have the email and the card, and the amount is good. The description is good. The currency is good. The customer ID, product ID, and UUID. You know what? We weren't taking anything from the chart. Oh, here we go. We've got a charge.description, for example, and we got a charge.currency. So we know the currency here is US dollars. So we're just going to hard code that for the moment. And rather than the charge.description, you see that was actually pulling the product.full description. So we can just go fix that here because we don't have a charge anymore. Is there anything else we're doing here that uses the charge? Doesn't look like it. So at least for this part, we seem to be in good shape. So now what we're doing is we are now subscribing a customer to a plan. So let's give this a try. Let's see what it does. We'll go into our, going to go into our web browser, come back to 1 month growth hacking, and let's reload this page. I want to purchase this. It's going to come up with a screen as usual, and we're going to enter our data, and then we're going to see the difference here. So I'm going to test this, that.com. And I'm going to pay my $4.99. That worked successfully. It's going to go back to the charges controller. Here's where we see if everything's working. And it appears to be working. It's saying, thanks for buying. It's allowing us to download currently the same file, but maybe this would be a file explaining all the benefits of being in the monthly subscription plan or something like that. And then here we go, my receipt for the growth hacking course. And indeed, if I wanted to go to the dashboard, I would now be able to see under customers, for example, it's going to load all of the customers, and it's going to show for this most recent purchase that I just did, that when I click on this, they are set up. And here we go, we've invoiced them here, and we can view next invoice because they're actually on an ongoing plan. So the next invoice is going to be September 24th and so on, because they're subscribed to this growth hacking ongoing course.